Everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So another registered Republican was just arrested, charged, and sentenced for casting a deceased family member's ballot in the 2020 election. 64-year-old Kay McKee cast her mother's ballot in the state of Arizona. McKee used to live in Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, unfortunately, she's now here with me in California. Her mother, Mary Arendt, I believe is how you pronounce it, she was also a registered Republican, and she sadly passed away on October 5th, so just 2 days before the early ballots were mailed out to voters in the state of Arizona. Well, when McKee was questioned about her mom's ballot, she denied having anything to do with it, but she took it a step further and she said, quote, "The only way to prevent voter fraud is to physically go in and punch a ballot. I mean, voter fraud is going to be prevalent as long as there's mail-in voting for sure. I mean, there's no way to ensure a fair election. And I don't believe that this was a fair election. I do believe there was a lot of voter fraud." I mean, I guess she would know, right? It's like the bank robber going, geez, there's a lot of bank robberies lately. Anyway, in court, as we so often see, McKee changed her tune, but she also made excuses. So according to local reporters, McKee was sobbing when she addressed the judge, and she said, quote, "Your Honor, I would like to apologize. I don't want to make the excuse for my behavior. What I did was wrong, and I'm prepared to accept the consequences handed down by the court." However, she blamed her grief for her actions. Unfortunately, as we've also seen too many times, McKee was just let off with a slap on the wrist with no jail time. Evidently, in the past 10 years, there have been 67 cases of voter fraud in Arizona. Not a single one of those defendants has received any time behind bars. So McKee's attorney argued that because of that, it would raise constitutional issues of fairness if they were to send McKee to jail for the same crime. The prosecutor was saying, we want 30 days behind bars. And they pointed to the fact that the previous cases to which he was referring, they involved people who had homes in multiple states. They maybe had a home in Arizona and then elsewhere, and they voted in both of those states. But they said this case is different because McKee justified her actions by basically telling herself, I'm going to do it because everybody else is doing it and I can get away with it. Now, that was their words. They're saying that's what she was thinking and saying to herself. But this was more egregious, right? She used her deceased mother's ballot, and then she goes out and slanders other people for doing exactly what she just did. So the judge, unfortunately, ended up siding with McKee's attorney on this matter, and they ended up sentencing McKee to only 2 years of felony probation. She got some community service hours and a fine. Party of law and order, guys. And as I always say, they think that we're committing voter fraud because they know that they are, and they have a guilty conscience. And also they believe that they're the moral good Christians, quote unquote. They believe they follow the teachings of Jesus Christ in the Bible. So we heathens must be doing the same or worse, right? Got it. It seems like I recall something from the Bible about thou shalt not lie. Am I remembering that correctly, you guys? Anyway, this isn't the first case. It won't be the last. I'll keep sharing them with you guys. I'll let you know when I hear more. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.